Hi and welcome to week 2 of our dream interpretation class. I wanted to say a couple things. First of all, I'm hoping this can be a true dream interpretation class, that we as groups can and individuals can work on each other's dreams instead of just reading scholarly articles with people who say their dream theory is the best, and no such thing as lucid dreams, no such thing as predictive dreams. I want us to experience this as a dream class. Although we will cover theories, I want us to be able to interpret our classmates' dreams and our own dreams. In order to do that, we need to learn the language of dreams. And just like learning any new language, immersion is the best. So we will be immersed. I will give you a lot of videos, a lot of readings, just so you can stay in that dream mode, looking at the unconscious. I have put Jane Anderson's videos, they're 3 to 4 minutes long, and they're at the bottom of the page of every week's work, just for you to get the feel, see it done again and again. She interprets people's dreams, and I do want you to watch those to kind of keep you connected to that world. So this is a new language. Our vocabulary in this language has to do with symbols and myths, information about ourselves, and hopefully that's why we're not going to start interpreting right away. We'll kind of get a backlog of information that might help us do this. What I wanted to say mainly is that later when we begin interpreting our classmates' dreams, and we say, if this were my dream, I would think, which is the way we will always start when we talk about another's dream. Again, that's called group projection. What I do not want in this class at all is for anyone to say, if this were my dream, I would think I had been sexually abused as a child. That is beyond the scope of this class. We will not deal with that at all. Instead, we can talk of childhood trauma. We can talk of negative childhood events. But that is rather off limits for us because it does other things psychologically that we're not, as I said, beyond the scope of this class. We're not going to be doing that. If we look at childhood traumas as a continuum, this arch, we all fall somewhere on there in terms of emotional abuse, any kind of abuse, or neglect, abandonment, ignoring. And so we can accept that about everyone. We're all somewhere on this continuum in terms of negative childhood events. Let me give you an example. For instance, I'm in 2nd grade, I come home from school, I open the front door, I want to say, I want cookies and milk. But first, I have to check out where Mom is. Is Mom in a good mood, or is Mom ready to throw a frying pan at me and scream? Now, if Mom is ready to throw a frying pan at me, I will change how I behave so that I can stay alive. So I walk in and I will say, Mom, I'll vacuum for you. Mom, I'll make dinner. Mom, let's, I will, in essence, be taking care of my mother. Because if I don't, I will be killed, is what a child thinks. So right there, I have lost a bit of my own childhood, my spontaneity, my creativity, my self-absorption, which is good to have when you're a child. You're supposed to have it then. And I am not getting my narcissistic needs met by my caretakers. I am having to take care of them. in my mind, so that I can stay safe. This sort of things goes on into adulthood very easy, this kind of hyper-vigilant behavior, checking out how other people are, who they want us to be, and then we be that. So we'll be not abandoned, not neglected. So that's on that line of childhood trauma, neglect, abandonment, because you see my needs as a child are being neglected because I have to take care of my caretakers. That's just one example. So if we look at negative childhood events along a continuum, again, do not discuss sexual abuse. Do not discuss anything with which you're uncomfortable when you present a dream or something like that. We can talk about childhood traumas because we've all had them. And so this week we will be looking at getting started in our vocabulary for our new language of dreams. We'll be looking at Joseph Campbell's Myth of the Hero. Plenty of symbols in that. And you will be, from the list of typical dreams, you will be posting to the discussion board a dream you've had somewhere in your life or now. Onto the discussion board, just so we can see that we're all pretty much in the same boat. Again, I've placed a lot of readings, a lot of videotapes in your course. I would again suggest that you are a little careful about where you go on the web. Some of it's quite silly, but feel free to search it out. Again, learning a language, we want to be in it as much as we can. So you may come across the term dream alchemy or dream incubation, and that is mainly talking to ourselves about our dream, changing the ending, looking at what a rock might have really meant or something like that in the daytime. And we can begin to tell ourselves that, yes, I'm going to remember dreams. I'm going to remember more and more. I'm going to be open for what my dreams have to say. Auto-suggestion helps in this field. So in terms of the immersion, read and watch the videos as much as you can. And this week we'll just go ahead and start looking at Campbell's myths. And we won't start interpreting our classmates' dreams until we get a firm handle on our own dream journal and increase our vocabulary a bit. So don't worry about that. Right now we're just sharing and learning how not to judge the other person by our standards. Again, we've got this continuum that we've all experienced, and we've all had different experiences. And so there's no dictionary of dreams. Building means this, a car means this. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Only the dreamer knows for sure. So we're going to go very slowly at this point, and we'll start in on our new language this week. Okay, great, good luck.
That's it, the red button.
Nope.